Osceola's Fifth Street Grill, 609 Fifth Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, Love and Sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born. Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's Fifth Street Grill, 609 Fifth Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, Love and Sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born. Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's Fifth Street Grill, 609 Fifth Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, Love and Sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born. Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's Fifth Street Grill, 609 Fifth Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, Love and Sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born.
Tuesday night basketball in Pleasant Hill. One of the hottest teams in the state, the DVC Vikings, host the Bear Cubs. Who will get this big win in a possible 2-game swing in the Big 8 Conference? You'll find out next. Welcome to Diablo Valley College in Pleasant Hill for this Big 8 matchup between Diablo Valley College Vikings that are 13-7, 6-2 in conference. They've won 6 straight against Santa Rosa JC, 16-5, 8-1 in conference, ranked 12th in the state. I'm Chris Babcock, and thanks for joining us on NorCal Sports TV, the streaming home of Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball. These teams met last year, 12-28 at Santa Rosa, and the Bear Cubs got the victory 82-68. DVC, after that game, lost a tough game in overtime, but since have won 6 straight in a row and now are ranked number 25 in the state. They're coached by Steve Coach Emilio, who has won 652 basketball games, and Craig McMillan, the head coach of the Bear Cubs in his 20th season, he's won 419. So if my math is correct, we've got 2 coaches that have won 1,071 basketball games. The Bear Cubs in the last 15 games hold a 10-5 advantage over DVC, and we imagine this is probably around the 40th 40th game between these 2 coaches, and maybe more. So we're looking forward to a great basketball game. DVC beat Modesto 81-59 in their last game, and the Bear Cubs beat Folsom 76-51. So the reason we say it's a two-game swing is that Santa Rosa's got a game-and-a-half lead. If they win today, they'll take a 2.5-game lead. If they lose, they only have a half-game lead in the Big 8 conference. So in DVC, their leading scorer is Isaiah Hood, averaging over 19 a game, and he hit for 31 against Santa Rosa in the last matchup. So containing him is very important. In the last matchup against DVC, Atmar Mundu led the Bear Cubs with 21, but a great contribution by Shannon Ferguson with 17 points off the bench. Keys to victory first for DVC. They need to slow down the Bear Cubs in transition, defensive rebounding, and, of course, guard the three-point line. For Santa Rosa, contain Smith and Hood. Smith can shoot, can also distribute the basketball. Now we've got the starting lineups first for Santa Rosa Junior College. Mundu, Wallace, Brown, Capurro, and Edward Squid Turner line up for the Bear Cubs. Now for DVC, coached by Coach Emilio in his 31st season. Smith, Herbad, Harley, Hood, and Campos, the starters for DVC, are officials tonight. The referee is Matt Amaral, Ryan Skates, and Zach Nelson. The Bear Cubs in their blue uniforms and the Vikings in their whites, and they are playing some fantastic basketball, and we're looking forward to a great game here on NorCal Sports TV, and we'll tip it off, and Brown gets it to Wallace, and he'll bring it up. In the last game against Folsom, Edward Turner was the only Bear Cub starter to score in double figures. DVC playing man-to-man. Turner with a bad pass, it deflected to Wallace, and he goes through the DVC defense, but they get the defensive rebound by Hood. Hood averaging 19 a game, had 31 against Santa Rosa, had 12 against Modesto JC. Campos had a layup, didn't want to shoot it. Nice pass by Smith, and the Vikings will reset. Smith from the baseline, and Brown with the rebound. Told Gianni before the game, You got to get the win, big fella. It's your birthday. Bear Cub basketball, about 15 on the shot clock. Brown, spin cycle move into the paint, throws it to Turner, and it's an easy layup, and the Bear Cubs are on the board first. Last game against DVC, Damian Wallace had 8 points and 11 assists. He's averaging 6 assists on the season, one of the top distributors in the state. Paint pass to Herbad. He's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Foul on Wallace, his first. He had 6 assists. Mundu had 5 assists in the game against Folsom. Misses the first. So as we mentioned, the Bear Cubs won 82-68 back in late December at Hale Pavilion. Misses both free throws. Brown with his second rebound, and Wallace will bring the ball up. Capurro with the basketball over to Mundu. The Bear Cubs will run their motion offense. Brown from 17, rebounded by Herbad, and he'll bring the ball up. Hood's a capable player, and dishes the ball to Campos. He's fouled, and it counts on the power layup. Had that same opportunity earlier in the game, didn't take it, but you see the move in the paint. Turner goes to help, and then no one helps the helper, and it's a three-point opportunity for the Vikings, and they're 0 for 3 from the free throw line. One of the other keys for the Bear Cubs, screen and execute the motion offense. Capurro with that long three misses, and it'll be Bear Cub basketball. And that's not your alarm clock you hear in the background. That's the horn here. Darius Jackson into the game, and Danny LaFortune. Inbound to Capurro, and he hands it off to Wallace. Screen and move. Mundu starts and stops and finishes at the basket. Had 21 in the last matchup against DVC, averaging just under 13 a game and nearly 5 assists. Atmar Mundu out of Washington to Fremont, playing a game close to home tonight. Appreciate all of you joining us here on NorCal Sports TV. Cross-court pass is long on that three, and Mundu gobbles up the rebound. DVC gets back on defense, turns and faces the ball. Turner's game against Folsom, he was 8 of 11 from the field, and we've got our first Wilsonburger served back hot on Tuesday night by the Vikings, and they'll push. Hood and Mitchell Smith with a two-man game, nearly turned over, but the Vikings recover. Eight of 11 from the field, 3 from 3 for downtown. The Bear Cubs in their last 14 games are 12-2. They've got a 4-point loss to my alma mater, College of the Redwoods, and a 1-point loss to American River in overtime. Step back Jay, front rim, and Mundu with his second board. The Bear Cubs, as the seasons progress, this is a statistic, a ratio that's always very strong. Their turnover to assist ratio, they are, Capurro buries the three, and we've got a timeout Steve Cochimilio. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Jolly Washer Express.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively town.
Bear Cubs lead 7-2. Quick timeout after the made three. Steve Cochimilio didn't like that defense. One of the keys of the game, defend the three-point line. Spin cycle move in the paint. Kick out to the three-point line. It's in and out. Turner gets the board, and the Bear Cubs will push the ball. Good decision by Mundu to work the offense. High post to Turner. And a sloppy pass ends up in an almost turnover, but Mundu saves the basketball. And so 12th in the state of only 6th in the state of only commit 12 turnovers a game. 8th in the state in assists with 18. That is a great ratio, and that's something that's very common with a Coach Craig McMillan basketball team here at Santa Rosa. And there was no pregame interview, and you know why? Coach McMillan is sick, and I don't want to get anywhere near him. We've got a trip to Miami to see the Super Bowl. Don't want to be sick taking to Miami. La Fortune hits the three, and it's 7-5. So we scratched the pregame interview. No handshakes, just long-distance elbow bump there. Ten on the shot clock. Turner getting fronted inside. Doesn't have a passing lane to get to him. The Bear Cubs get to work. Wallace, wild shot, doesn't go. Almost a foul on Brown, but the officials don't blow the whistle, and the Vikings will get up court. Smith buries the three, and the Vikings are ahead. Mitchell Smith out of Acalanes High School. He had 9 in the first game against the Bear Cubs. Against MJC, had 9 points and 8 assists. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Jolly Washer Express.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983.
Checking in for the Bear Cubs is Shannon Ferguson, and Gianni Brown will take a seat. Credit DVC, playing good defense. Shot clock dwindling down, as was happened on the last possession. Turner goes into hero mode and turns the ball over. And Landon Cortman will check in for Coach McMillan. Coach Emilio will walk down to the half court and call a play. That's an easy look for Harley. And he hits the three, and it's 11-7. Mundu with the miss, but rebounds and tips it back. That was a 9-0 run snapped by the Mundu putback. Nice drive to the basket by Harley out of Castro Valley High School. He had 9 against the Bear Cubs in the first matchup, had 17 against MJC. And when you dribble and aren't running the motion offense, that is going to be the result. Cortman checks in for Turner. (13-9). Bear Cubs had led 7-2. But since DVC hasn't missed, since then, Capurro with the rebound. Wallace will push. Challenges the defense, and then a bad pass, telegraphed, and Smith with the steal. And an easy drive by Mitchell Smith. Ole defense by the Bear Cubs. And this is a DVC team besides City College of San Francisco, one of the hottest teams in the state. Nice move to the basket. Two-man game. Ferguson and Cortman is successful. Rinse and repeat. Ferguson with the assist, Cortman with the layup. Smith, back rim, Capurro with the board. Wallace will push. DVC gets back on defense, turns and faces the ball. And you can see what was in the scouting report. Keys to victory. Get back on defense. Slow them down in transition. Make them work. Ferguson buries the three. He likes playing against DVC, as we mentioned earlier, at 17 in the first matchup. Jolly Washer Express is the only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. They'll wash your car in less than 6 minutes. They'll never have an attendant trying to sell you extra services at the pay station. Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Pioneer Road, or visit us online at jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express, always at your service. Good, playing the high post, sets a nice screen, and instead of finishing at the basket, Jackson tries to dish it to Campos, and it's a turnover. Cortman stops his dribble in the key, kicks it out to Mundu, 10 on the clock. And then we've got a travel. So we got Campos, Paredes, Herbad, Harley, and Jackson. Heartbreak. Ferguson can't possess the defensive rebound, then doesn't go next play and commits the foul, and it's an and one opportunity for DVC. Got to possess that ball, and when you're not strong in the hands, it's a turnover and a basket and an opportunity for Harley for the three-point play. Evan Polson in for Ferguson. Unofficially, I got DVC has attempted four, slow down, big fella, 4 free throws. Bear Cubs have yet to get to the line. Brown drives to the basket. Bear Cubs careless with the basketball. Three times today, and then Coach McMillan's going to call the timeout, which I saw that coming. You're watching Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Jolly Washer Express.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com.
Now, normally, Coach McMillan won't call a timeout from things done offensively, but after the third trip down and the clock draining down, and then the Desperado comes on the PA as the seconds are dwindling down on the shot clock, and 0 for 3 in those situations. He doesn't want to see a fourth, so he calls the timeout. 18-14 DVC. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here tonight on NorCal Sports TV. Hood, nice help defense by the Bear Cubs. Kick it out to Herbad, and he hits the three, and it's 21-14. Wallace will check in. Brown drives, goes strong to the basket. He's fouled, and the Bear Cubs will get to the free throw line for the first time tonight. And Turner will check into the game. Brown drives, gets the baseline and the advantage, and he's got a couple of free throws. Misses the first. Mundu will take a seat, and so will Cortman. So we've got Wallace, Rouleau, Brown, Polson, and Turner for Santa Rosa. Danny LaFortune checks in out of College Park. Hit a big commute to get to DVC right across the street from College Park, his former high school. 21-15. Smith misses, and Brown, the strong rebound, and possesses the basketball. But every time every time the Bear Cubs look to run, DVC's getting back on defense. And they're going to help with Turner in the post. But as Coach McMillan's talking to the bench, the Bear Cubs need to get better spacing, which will enable them, if they're going to double the post, is guys are going to get wide open looks from the arc. Inbound to Turner. Kicks it out to Wallace. And we've got 10 on the shot clock. Brown for three. In and out, Heartbreak Hotel. Didn't get the birthday roll. So you got a DVC team that's been playing pretty loose and free, and now they come down and slow the basketball down and see if that's a favor for Santa Rosa. They've got capable players. It's the Vikings' night. In desperation mode, they bank the three, and it's a 24-15 lead. It's their night so far. Turner starts and stops. Want Brown inside, but credit LaFortuna playing some good post defense. Polson goes to the basket, and he's rejected. Turner with the putback, and he's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. And I love the competitiveness of these teams, but Turner goes to the floor and gets helped up by Hood. So Turner will go to the free throw line. And last couple of possessions, the Bear Cubs taking the ball to the basket. Turner misses the first. Makes the second. Coach McMillan knows what Coach Emilio's signals are, and they knew what was coming there, and DVC's gone into slowdown mode. Polson misses the three, and Hood with the easy rebound. Harley. Air ball, rebounded by Brown. Can the Bear Cubs take advantage? Misses that 17-footer. Not many second chance opportunities for Santa Rosa today. Smith buries the three. And it's the largest lead of the game, 27-16. DVC. And we've got a hold on LaFortune trying to play a little post defense. Jordan Mias out of Northgate High School checks in for the Vikings. Bear Cubs will inbound and into Turner. And he goes right to the basket, but it's too far underneath, and it's a jam sandwich. This is a very confident Diablo Valley team. They play very well at home. They've won 6 straight. Smith, long with that 3. And Rouleau with the rebound. Over to Wallace. Into Turner, 12-footer, back rim. Bear Cubs are, his last 3 or 4 possessions, have got some good looks, but haven't finished. You're watching Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, Love and Sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery, our small production techniques in relationship with
Vikings basketball. Double screen. Bear Cubs recover defensively. Back rim on that 3-point attempt, and Brown and Mundu fight for the ball. Brown ends up with the board. Brown from downtown. Much needed hoop for the Bear Cubs. 27-19. Smith, little 2-man game, didn't like the pick and roll. Coach McMillan wanted to travel. Hood with the offensive rebound. It's a held basketball, and it'll stay with DVC. Darius Jackson will inbound. Gets it out to La Fortune. Bear Cubs starting lineup is back into the game. Wallace, Turner, Capurro, Brown, and Mundu. Capurro with the defensive board. Nice pass to Brown. Kicks it back out to Wallace, and he misses the 3. And Harley with another board. Jackson will push. La Fortune, one and done, and Mundu. He's got a handful of rebounds. 27-19. Turner's, and then Capurro travels. Motion loop is the call. McMillan will adjust, but you can't adjust when you don't guard. Paredes with the 3. Back to 11-point lead. Bear Cubs only giving up 63 points a game, 5th in California. Scoring at 73. They're way below that average. And another miss for the Bear Cubs. 0 transition baskets today for Santa Rosa. Harley from the baseline. Capurro gets the rebound. Wallace will push. DVC gets back on defense. Mundu meets the ball over to Turner for three, and that's good. 30-22. Low block to Hood. Kicks it out to Jackson, and it's a miss. Turner with the board. Opportunity for the Bear Cubs here. Mundu tries to drive through two, and it's a hand check, and we've got a foul. The Vikings' 7th team foul, I believe, and that's 3 fouls on Darius Jackson. Those are all. He did not start tonight. So 6-team foul on DVC. Capurro guarded by Mitchell Smith. Mundu trying to find Brown or Turner. Mundu, wild drive to the basket, but Brown's there to tip it back. 30-24. And DVC will hold for the last shot. Mundu on Smith, wild three, doesn't go. Turner with the board. And it's 30-24 at halftime. DVC had a 11-point lead, but then go into stall, four-corner, possess the basketball, doing, in my opinion, Santa Rosa a favor. And they get a three and a regular field goal and cut the lead to 6. Jolly Washer Express is the only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. Jolly Washer Express will wash your car in less than 6 minutes. And you'll never have an attendant trying to sell you extra services at the pay station. If you want a clean car fast and free vacuums, come visit us today. And if you want the best deal in town, ask us about our unlimited wash club. Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Pioneer Road, or visit us online at jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express, always at your service. You're watching Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Jolly Washer Express.
My background as a coach, I started out coaching at the Division I level. I was an assistant coach at Arizona, at Marquette University, University of Tennessee. It gave me a great idea, what players need to do to get to that level. And that experience, I also coached professionally abroad. Some of our players have used some of my contacts initially to go pursue their careers upon graduation in Europe and Asia and the Middle East. The biggest thing about my background here, I've been at Santa Rosa JC 18 years, and I have a good relationship with coaches at the 4-year level. We've had a lot of good basketball players who are also good students and good kids that have gone on and done well at those schools. So they're going to listen to my recommendation when I tell them a guy can be successful at their level. And I think when a guy transfers on, it's just not about where he goes. It's about being a good fit for that player and for the program he's going to. We've had one of the top basketball programs in the state. I've been here 18 years. We've averaged almost 25 wins a year. 5 of the last 7 years, we've won the Big 8 Conference, which is one of the top conferences in the state. 5 of the last 8 years, we've made it to the Elite 8 of the state tournament. In 2014, we won the state championship. So we've had one of the top programs success-wise on the court. We've had one of the top programs as far as guys transferring on to high-level schools. And as far as just the experience here, the energy of the fan base and the excitement of the games, you can't have a better junior college experience. We've had guys, in my 18 years being here. We've had guys that have gone on to high-level Division I schools. We've had guys go to the University of Oregon. We had several guys go to University of Pacific, University of Idaho, Boise State, East Tennessee State, Central Connecticut State, Santa Clara. We've had guys go to all different Division I schools, New Mexico State. We've also had a lot of guys who have successful Division II careers. We've had guys go to Sonoma State down the road here. Chaminade, had a couple players that went and played at Chaminade, Hawaii Hilo, Hawaii Pacific. We have a guy playing at Western Washington right now. So we've had a lot of guys go on to the Division I, II level and get scholarships and have successful careers there. Yeah, Steve and I played together. We were at Arizona 4 years together. And I think playing for Lute Olson was a great coach. I think we have some of the same philosophy basketball-wise. You know, fundamentals are important. Get back on defense, take away the lane, and I think it's really important, as does Steve, to have a lot of guys that can make shots. We spend a lot of time working on shooting the basketball, using not just on-ball screens, but off-ball screens as well, and keeping the floor spaced. So we try to do a lot of the same things that you'll see the Warriors do. Santa Rosa Junior College is a great option for student athletes coming out of high school if they're not getting a full scholarship to their dream school. Almost invariably, student athletes that have come to play basketball here have had more options when they've left the program than when they got here. We've had a handful of guys that have gotten Division I scholarships after a year and gone, but for the most part it's a 2-year program. Guys come here for 2 years, get their AA degree, and most of our guys, almost over 95% of our basketball players that have played here for 2 years have gotten their degrees, and those that choose to go on to play basketball have that option. And it's not just about getting options and getting, you know, to the next level. It's also about the experience you're going to have when you're here, and we're kind of unique as far as the junior college basketball program, that we have good community support, good fan support. We have about half of our games were broadcast on NorCal SportsTV.com, and we draw well, and it's a good environment, good experience while you're here, and it's going to prepare you for the next level as well.
You guys spend much time here at the library?
Yeah, I spent a good amount of time in the library. Yeah. Right here we have the elevators to take us to the top floor. There's 4 levels here. Computers on this side that you can go get your work done. There's also study rooms that you can also go into to get your work done in groups. And then over here is the printing room. You go print out your assignments and stuff like that. And then here's where we will be studying, and then the stairs right here to take you up to the different levels.
Yeah, what do you think about this campus?
Oh no, it's just very peaceful. It's just very mellow, and all the trees and green you see around you just relaxes you. Being a student athlete here is great. You have a lot of assistance from faculty members here, like math labs, writing centers. They'll help you out with that. A lot of extracurricular activities like clubs you can get a part of, and then just the facilities we play in. Like our gym is nice. We have a nice weight room, and all of the facilities here are top notch. So this is the first level of the library. Right here is the tutorial center. You can come in any classes on any subject. You can come in and get help with the tutor. You can be either in a study group or one-on-ones, or you can have short meetings. You write your name on the board, and they'll allow you to get some assistance that way. But every time you gotta come, you gotta log in. They're very on top of that.
It's been pretty good. I've been getting a lot more help that I didn't get when I was in high school. Getting help from DRD has helped me a lot this year. Things like getting a smart pen that I record while I'm taking my notes in class, or a little help from the math lab or English writing center on my papers or revising my papers. Whenever I can't get in the weight room, there's always a teacher in the weight room here that lets me work out with their classroom, and it's just a good environment to be at the SRJC.
John Daly is our academic counselor that works with the basketball players. He's been doing it for years. He does a great job. He stays on top of the players as far as making sure they're taking the classes or leading to graduating the degrees they're seeking. Also, he monitors their classes, sends out progress reports, and if anyone's struggling in class, he'll hook them up with a free tutor and just make sure they're staying on task. And his efforts and the job he does in monitoring our players is a big reason we've had such success.
And then going back to your question about GPA, 3.36. Tell them right now that's without this semester. That's bringing in what you did at Laney and combined with what you've done here through summer. Okay, that does not include fall, or nor will it include spring. Okay, gotcha. So tell them you got a 3.36.
Student athletes come to Santa Rosa Junior College have somewhat of an adjustment between high school and college. You're independent at Santa Rosa Junior College. In other words, it's your responsibility to get yourself to class and take care of the work assignments that you are required to do in your classes. And it's a maturing aspect. Many times good athletes in high school, they are taken care of by the teachers to kind of move through their classes because they are a good athlete. And here they have to learn, they have to be a good student athlete to be successful, to create the skill sets in the classes that they need to be the good student and to move on to the next level and transfer.
All right, so the expectations of athletes in the classroom is for them to be successful. We want them to not just be a student who comes to class, but we want them to be a student who's going to be successful in that class and in meeting their goals to transfer. Many of the student athletes that come into our classroom, they have goals of transferring to university and both private and public university as well, because they want to continue being an athlete. What we're trying to do is to help them realize their goals at the community college level on what it means to be successful in one class at a time, so that they can meet all their general education courses and their transfer requirements, so that they can be successful as a student, therefore transfer as that student athlete to the university and to the college of their choice, and that they will be prime candidates for recruitment by the coaches at these colleges. So it's twofold. We want them to be successful with the material and in the classroom, but the added variable for an athlete is to help them realize their goals of being an athlete that's going to be prepared academically to transfer to the university of their choice so that they can fulfill their dreams as an athlete.
We have a great coaching staff. Maurice Thompson has been on the staff the longest. I've been here, I'll be going to my 19th year. Maurice has been here for 18 of them, and he is a very personable guy. He was a former Bear Cub himself. He played guard here a long time ago, and he works with the players individually a lot. Ryan Cook joined our staff about 8 or 9 years ago, and he works with the guards with their perimeter skill work, and he puts a lot of time and effort in and does a really good job with the skill development of those guys. George Alston joined our staff 7 years ago, and he works with the big guys, post moves, not just post moves, he works skill work with our big guys. He works on perimeter skills with our big guys, shooting jumpers and drives and so forth. When we do breakdown work, he works with our bigger guys more. Ryan Cooks works with the guards. Jared Ames just joined our staff a year ago, and he's brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm. He works some with the big guys and some with the guards. Does a little bit of everything. And all of our coaches are really concerned about not just the basketball team, but about the players as individuals, and making sure that their experience here is successful and that they're doing the right things to move on to the next level.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local wines. Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com. Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, love and sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born.
6 assists on the season. One of the top distributors in the state. Paint pass. Turner's game against Folsom, he was 8 of 11 from the field, and we've got their turnover to assist ratio. They are Capurro Berry anywhere near him. We've got a trip to Miami to see the Super Bowl. Don't want to be sick taking to Miami. Emilio will walk down to the half court and call a play. That's an easy look. (30-24) DVC scoring. Turner and Brown both had 6 points for DVC. Smith with 8, Harley with 10. Hood has not scored, averaging 19 a game, had 31 in the last game against Santa Rosa. See what kind of adjustments each team made at halftime. Turner at the 17-foot mark, down to Brown. Pretty easy move, but misses, gets his own miss, and puts it back. Brown now with 8. The Bear Cubs were 2 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Gianni Brown with an opportunity to make this an 8-0 run for Santa Rosa. And indeed does. So it was an 11-point lead by DVC, but the Bear Cubs got back into it. A long 3 miss, and Wallace with the rebound. Goes right to the floor, attacks the basket, little floor burn, but the Cardinal Newman alum will take that all. Here's the push and the layup. Officials make sure he's okay. And he's got a couple of free throws. That time, DVC did not get back on defense. And Wallace with the air ball. Nets that one. And it's 30-28. 9-0 run by the Bear Cubs. Hood, wild shot. Wallace with the board. He'll push again. Gets it to Brown in a tough spot, and it's another turnover for Santa Rosa. Damian would have been better off just going right to the basket and drawing the foul. Trying to share the ball with Brown, but contested in the paint. Herbad misses, and Squid Turner with the board. He'll give it to Wallace. Bear Cubs can tie it up or with a field goal, take the lead with a 3. High post entry to Turner. Down to Brown, catch and shoot. Doesn't make it. Turner with a putback, doesn't go. And a rebound by Herbad and gets it over to Smith. Couple of opportunities at the rim for the Bear Cubs. And they get back on defense. Campos for 3. In and out. Brown with a board. Bear Cubs will push. Just go. Top of the key to Brown. And the Bear Cubs lead. You're watching Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1983. All Coast Forest Products in Cloverdale, an independent wholesale manufacturer and distributor of quality lumber products and building materials. All quality, all the time. Ike's Place, Love and Sandwiches on 1780 Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. The dirty sauce is what makes their sandwiches so good. Kokomo Winery. Our small production techniques and relationship with growers allow us to make wines that are as individual and unique as the vineyards from which they were born.
So the Bear Cubs with a 12-0 run lead 31-30. And DVC has not scored. They did score in the last 2 minutes of the first half, and we're here under the 18-minute mark and have not scored in the second half. Steve Cochemilio with the timeout. Hood with the basketball. And we've got a reach-in foul on Wallace. Wallace's second foul on the reach-in. And you see a lot of guys playing ticket takers there, but they've got to help on defense with a body. Don't be a turnstile. Campos. Hood, scoreless in the game. Spinning shot, and it's good. He was distributing the ball in the second half, or actually in the first half, and here you see that he's eager to score. Wallace. Second lead change of the second half. Smith to Campos against Turner. Harley with the basketball. Wing jumper. And Wallace with the board. Mundu swings it over to Wallace. Capurro, wide open look. And Coach Emilio will sub in. Capurro with the wide open look. He's got 2 threes. Bear Cubs, 4-point lead. Mitchell Smith turns it. Thought he turned it over. Jackson and La Fortune into the game. Gianni Brown, who's having quite a start to the second half. He'll take a rest. And in for him is Shannon Ferguson. 5 on the shot clock. Good defense by Capurro. Bear Cub opportunity here. 4-on-2. Wallace over to Capurro. Sets and fires. Largest lead of the game for the Bear Cubs. They lead by 7. (39-32). Bear Cubs get the ball back. Ferguson to Mundo. Wallace. Ferguson trying to get the ball inside to Turner. It's moneymaker time. 9-point lead for the Bear Cubs. DVC has 1 field goal here in the second half. 17-2 to start the second half for Santa Rosa. Hood, wild shot, goes. He's got 2 field goals. He has the only field goals of the second half for DVC. Bear Cubs playing with a lot of energy. Want Turner, he's sealed down low, gets help, and then they call him for the travel. I think one area for Squid to improve is to anticipate that double team coming. And don't be surprised by it. So you get the post pass, you got to expect that double team. Don't dribble there in the paint either. Catch it strong, be high. You've got 3 seconds to make your move. Brown in for Capurro. Hood going to work. He's got 3 field goals. Bear Cubs can get better spacing. It's 1-on-1 with Turner down low or Brown working his magic. His 3rd field goal of the second half. 41-36. 43-36. Turner gets beat on the defensive glass. Smith buries the 3. His first field goal of the second half. He now has 11. Ferguson. Harley's guarding Turner. Brown's feeling it. The birthday boy is feeling it. It's 46-39. He had 6 in the first half. I got him for 9 in the second half. Smith. Hood to Jackson. Good defense by Wallace. Brown. And they call him for the travel. And Coach McMillan's trying to get the timeout and having a discussion with the official. Cortman will check in for Turner. Harley will inbound. DVC basketball. DVC's won 6 in a row. They lost their first 2 games in conference, won 6 in a row, and they trail Santa Rosa by a game and a half. Smith misses the layup. Wallace with the rebound. Has Ferguson down low, and he finishes. Nine-point lead for the Bear Cubs. Jackson. 15 on the clock. He gets the ball back. Jackson hits the three. 6-point game. Great seeing DVC baseball coach Dennis Laquette, former Deer Valley coach. Brown, baseline, out to Wallace. They'll interchange. Wallace at the basket, kicks it out to Mundu. 10 on the shot clock. Had the defense off balance, but the Bear Cubs didn't shoot the ball. Ferguson gets the fist of approval by Coach McMillan. And we've got a timeout, DVC. You're watching Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Jolly Washer Express, the fastest and most convenient car wash in town. Trimec Mechanical, innovative solutions and expertise for over 2 decades for commercial plumbing in Northern California. Lombardi's Gourmet Deli and Barbecue in Petaluma, where they offer a large selection of gourmet delicatessen food along with a wide variety of barbecue and local.
Jolly Washer Express at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Piner Road, or visit them online at jollywasherexpress.com. Jolly Washer Express, always at your service. We're asking everybody very nicely, follow us on social media at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube at NorCal Sports TV, or subscribe to our YouTube channel where you're watching this game right now at youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. And you'll find out about our next Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball. That game is to be determined. The largest lead for the Bear Cubs is 9. They've got there 3 times here in the second half. On this last one, Steve Coach Emilio with the timeout. I really think a big turning point in this game is when DVC led by 11 points and then slowed it down and were running plays versus just playing like they were. And they were sharing the ball, playing loose and free. And then the Bear Cubs scored 5 in a row to cut the lead to 6, and then it's been all Bear Cubs here in the second half. Cortman to Ferguson. 12-footer, doesn't go, rebounded by Hood. He gets the ball back. Gets it Paredes. He drives, and he's fouled by Ferguson. And it'll be free throws by DVC, which they have not attempted any in. Preds at the line. Sorry if I mispronounce his name. Address your letters to your governor, Gavin Newsom. We'll move on. Makes the first. La Fortune will check in for the Vikings. Wallace will get a rest, and Harvey Rouleau will check in for the Bear Cubs in blue. 16-5, 8-1 in conference, ranked 12th in the state. And with a win here tonight, can move into a 2.5-game lead in the Big 8 Conference. DVC turns up the heat defensively. Can the Bear Cubs find the hole? Right now, not good spacing, but Hood reaches in, and he's called for the foul. Actually, that one's called on Munoz, his first personal. Nobody in foul trouble or team foul trouble. 51-44, Cartman at the free throw line. Turns and faces, goes hard to the basket. Chicken strip, recovers. Ferguson misses, but Capurro with the tip. Cortman went up but brought the ball down to his waist, was chicken stripped but recovered it. And the Bear Cubs get the offensive putback, and they're one of the worst offensive rebounding teams in the state. Mundu with another board. Chance for the Bear Cubs to take their largest lead of the game. We call these golden possessions. Make them count. And then Cortman travels. Harley and Smith check in for the Vikings. Jackson will bring the ball down for DVC. Jackson from downtown nets that one, and we've got a timeout, Santa Rosa. You're watching Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Osceola's 5th Street Grill, 609 5th Street in Santa Rosa. Great food and a friendly neighborhood bar and grill. Lagunitas Brewing Company, lively tap room offering beer tasting snacks, a retail store, and regular live music in Petaluma. Vice Properties, North Bay Ranches, Vineyards, and Estates, plus commercial and investment properties, viceproperties.com.
53-46, Coach McMillan with the timeout after the made three. You got Brown and Turner on the bench. They'll be getting back in. Brown has had a great second half. Motion offense for the Bear Cubs. Swings it to Ferguson. Rouleau, Mundu, wide open. Misses. Cortman can't get the offensive rebound. Tips it to Hood. Jackson will bring it up. And then Steve Cochimilia will call a timeout, or will call a play. Wide open look, back rim. Mundu with another board. He's close to 10 rebounds tonight. Ferguson goes attack mode, but then kicks it out, and the Bear Cubs will set. Then Mundu goes to the basket. And good defense by Harley. Smith, wide open three, back rim. And a nice rebound by Ferguson, but then has second time tonight that he has not possessed the ball on the defensive rebound. Was a little loose with it, and a steal and a made basket by La Fortune, and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Actually missed the shot. As two free throws, Wallace and Brown in for Mundu and Ferguson. We call those weight room opportunities. You got to possess that basketball, keep it high at the chest, and make the outlet. And that's what Coach McMillan is talking to him about right now. La Fortune makes both. And it's a 4-point game, and DVC will pick up at half court, and Brown turns it over. Indecisiveness by the Bear Cubs, and it's a turnover. Jackson with the basketball. Hands it off to La Fortune. Mitchell Smith. Hood's got 3 field goals in the second half. Skip pass over to Harley, over to Jackson. In and out. Brown with the board. I'm smelling a Capurro 3 here for the Bear Cubs. Or a power layup by Brown, but great defense. Got to protect the equipment. Nice help defense that time. And then we've got a timeout on the floor, and we'll keep it here. Jolly Washer Express, only true express car wash in Santa Rosa. If you want a clean car fast and free vacuums, come visit us today. And if you want the best deal in town, ask us about our unlimited wash club, Jolly Washer Express, at the 76 gas station on the corner of Coffee Lane and Pioneer Road. JollyWasherExpress.com. Jolly Washer Express, always at your service. We deeply appreciate our 3-year partnership with Antonio Bunting and family, a Santa Rosa Junior College alum. So if you go in there, you're in the Santa Rosa area, tell them you appreciate their support. Coach McMillan going over strategy with his Bear Cubs. 53-49. DVC led by 11 in the closing couple of minutes of the first half. But the Bear Cubs were able to put together a 3 and a 2-point field goal, trail by 6 at half, and then have played a pretty strong second half and lead by 4. Vikings have 4 team fouls. The Bear Cubs have 3. Wallace will inbound right in front of us. Into Turner. And Squid turns it over. And another opportunity for the Vikings. 6-game winning streak in the Big 8. Hood. 4th field goal of the second half. And he's very good inside the paint. 6'5" out of Bentley High School. Turner goes for the dunk, misses the basket. Brown gets the ball, but he steps out of bounds. Coach McMillan wants a foul. You be the judge. (53-51). DVC can tie it up, or with the 3 can take the lead. We got a foul on the floor. Coach McMillan asking, why didn't we get that foul on the other end? DVC will inbound with 20 on the shot clock. La Fortune. Mitchell Smith to Hood. La Fortune for the 3. And DVC is back in the lead. 54-53. Bear Cubs have been stagnant on offense last 3 or 4 possessions. Wallace, wide open 3 is good. 4th lead change of the second half. 56-54. Hood 4 for 4 from the field in the second half. Kicks it out to La Fortune, and it's a miss. Mundu with his 11th rebound of the game, and the Bear Cubs will jog it up. Good defense in the post on Turner, but the Bear Cubs don't have good spacing, and they're able to double team. And La Fortune is called for the hold. Coach McMillan trying to do some persuasive discussions with the officials. 15 foul on the Vikings. Santa Rosa's only committed 4. And Brown will inbound. Wallace with the basketball. Bear Cubs got to get better spacing if they're going to try to get the ball inside to Turner. And that's a turnover. Jackson to La Fortune. He swings it over to Harley. Smith gets it into Hood. And a bad pass, but Jackson catches it along the DVC sideline. Jackson over to La Fortune. And the rebound goes to Mundu, and he'll push. And he's fouled! We're going to see what the call is. And they don't give him the give him the basket. And then Coach McMillan is going to get a warning, and foul is called on the floor. 16 foul on DVC. It'll be the Bear Cubs basketball. And Steve Coach Emilio will call a timeout. You're watching Bear Cub basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
Santa Rosa Junior College men's basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Flamingo Conference Resort and Spa in Santa Rosa, proudly serving the wine country for over 60 years. The Omelet Express, 2 locations to serve in Santa Rosa and Windsor, proudly serving the best breakfast in Sonoma County for 40 years. Mike Kiefer and family for their generous donation. Jimmy John's, 2064 Santa Rosa Avenue, gourmet sandwiches since 1984.
All right, so we're going to watch the replay. We're not trying to be critical of the officials. We're going to have you judge this, if this should be an and one. Santa Rosa with the basketball. And then the referee, Matt Amaral, talking to Coach McMillan, explaining the call, which he appreciates. Bear Cubs will inbound. We like to see how teams do off the timeout. And probably clears Coach McMillan's head after getting that discussion. Inbound to Turner. Mundu, 20 on the shot clock. Spins. Brown, and then he's called for the travel. So the Bear Cubs don't execute off the timeout. Brown called for the travel. Thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock. Another quality matchup between these two schools. Hood at the high post, gets it to Jackson. Nice defense by Wallace, and he wants that ball off of Hood. But the officials will see it otherwise. I think it's a good call. I got to credit Damien for trying to sell it, though. That's a long 5 seconds to inbound. La Fortune with a wild one-hander, and it goes. And we're tied. Mundu at the rim, kicks it out to Capurro, swings it to Brown. And Brown is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Good ball movement by the Bear Cubs. And then Brown sees the opening and attacks the basket. Bear Cubs 2 for 3 in the second half from the free throw line. Brown hits the first. We've had a tie and 4 lead changes in the second half. Brown's perfect. Vikings will swing the basketball, then they'll get it into Hood. Kicks it out to Harley. He drives right by the Bear Cubs defense and flushes it home. Linda Ronstadt, Blue Bayou defense by the Bear Cubs, and Harley takes advantage. Capurro to Mundu. Brown has the mismatch and takes advantage. The birthday boys feeling it tonight for Coach McMillan. He had only 8 points against DVC in the first matchup. Hood. Turner with a block, but it's called the goaltend. Was just a little tardy on the help. And that was definitely on its downward flight. Good call by the officials. And the Vikings with a token press. Wallace to Brown, over to Turner. And Jackson will guard Brown. Jackson's got 3 fouls. Mundu for 3. Back rim. And nice positioning by Harley. Don't know if that was the shot the Bear Cubs were looking for. Chance for DVC to take back the lead, and they do. Fifth lead change of the second half. Wallace will go to the free throw line in the bonus. Hood's 3rd foul. Wallace at the free throw line. He's split his first 2 free throws of the day. Misses, and Hood with the rebound, and Jackson will walk the ball up, and Coach Emilio will call a play. Coach McMillan will lean over to try to get the call, and he'll try to help his Bear Cubs. La Fortune, Jackson, Smith, bad pass, deep pass to Wallace, and he goes strong to the basket with a layup, and we're tied at 62. 4th tie. La Fortune from downtown nets it. Three-point game, DVC. Capurro, wide open, 3 is blocked. Good defense by Isaiah Hood, came out of nowhere. And Capurro appeared to be wide open, but Hood with the game-saving 3 defended. Smith. Mundu called for the reach-in. Bear Cubs were down by 11, led by as many as 9, but then DVC has hung in there tough, and it's some nice defense, in particular Isaiah Hood with the block shot and a missed opportunity. Capurro looked to be wide open, but took a little bit too much time, and the sense of urgency from Isaiah Hood with the block shot. And here's the block shot. I mean, Capurro's open, but then appreciate Hood with getting the left hand up and showing his ability to defend. So follow us on social media at NorCal Sports TV, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you're probably watching this game at youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. So DVC leads by 3. Santa Rosa's not in the bonus, and the frustrating thing for them is committing the foul with 11 on the shot clock. So the shot clock will be moved to 20 seconds. So the Bear Cubs can play defense and get the ball back with the stop. They trail by 3. I would imagine that Isaiah Hood will get a paint touch or a wing touch or a high post touch in this possession. And indeed, Hood gets the ball. Jackson, Harley, La Fortune, Hood to La Fortune, 10 on the shot clock. And then Brown commits a foul, and Coach McMillan is besides himself. So now the shot, it's going to go back to 20 seconds, and the Bear Cubs have only committed 6 team fouls. And now they've got a foul. They got a foul. They got a foul. Yes. So that's – so Darius Jackson will be at the free throw line shooting 1-and-1. And he makes the first. Makes them both. 5-point game. Bear Cubs got to come down in a hurry. Don't necessarily have to go for the 3. Wallace with the layup. He's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Hood's 4th foul. If the Bear Cubs are fortunate to get this thing to overtime, that would be a good thing. But first things first, Wallace needs to make both free throws. Makes the first. Rouleau will check in for Turner. And if a made free throw, DVC will be able to inbound and run along the baseline. Wallace misses. Bear Cubs got a foul. It'll be Harley makes a great decision there. Instead of going for the dunk, well, then misses the layup. I don't know if there's enough time for the Bear Cubs. Mundu misses, and DVC wins their 7th game in a row and beating Santa Rosa 67-63. So now, instead of a 2.5 game lead, it's a half game lead for Santa Rosa. DVC moves to 14-7 and 7-2 in conference. So the Bear Cubs had their opportunities. We're up by 9, but then some strong defense by DVC and some big plays offensively. And credit the Vikings in getting the win. So follow us on social media and to find out about our next Bear Cubs basketball game here on NorCal Sports TV. From Diablo Valley College, where DVC beat Santa Rosa JC 67-63 to move their record to 7-2 in the Big 8 Conference and 14-7 overall. Once again, follow us on social media on NorCal Sports TV or subscribe to our YouTube channel, .com/NorCal Sports TV. Thanks for watching Bear Cub Basketball on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Jolly Washer Express. Thanks to our crew, Christian, Carter, Hunter, Gutierrez, and our director, Luis Rangel. I'm Chris Babcock here in Pleasant Hill. Good night, and thanks for being on the show.